He's a global icon, a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner, a name synonymous with greatness, Cristiano Ronaldo. We all know the goals, the glory, and the glamour. But what about the story behind the superstar? The story of a boy from a small island who dared to dream bigger than anyone else. This is the untold story of Cristiano Ronaldo, a journey of relentless hard work, heart-wrenching sacrifice, and a spirit that simply refuses to give up. Our story begins on the Portuguese island of Madeira, a place of stunning beauty but limited opportunity. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born into a humble family. His father was a gardener and his mother a cook. They weren't wealthy, and life was a daily struggle. From a young age, Cristiano had one love, one escape: football. He played in the dusty streets with a makeshift ball, his feet moving with a rhythm that seemed almost magical. His first team was a local club called Agar. Even then, his teammates called him Crybaby because he'd get so upset when he lost, or if they didn't pass him the ball. That wasn't just childish frustration. It was the first sign of a ferocious, almost desperate will to win. He hated losing, and that fire has fueled him his entire life. At just 12 years old, Cristiano faced the biggest decision of his young life. Hughes offered a trial with Sporting Lisbon, one of Portugal's biggest clubs. It was a golden opportunity, but it came with a heavy price. He would have to leave his family, his home, and everything he knew behind to move to the mainland, all by himself. Imagine being 12 and making that choice. The loneliness was crushing. He called his mother every day, often in tears, begging to come home. The other kids at the academy mocked his Madeiran accent. It was a brutal, isolating experience. Many would have quit, and no one would have blamed them. But Cristiano's dream was bigger than his fear. He channeled his homesickness and frustration onto the training pitch, working harder, running faster, and staying later than everyone else. He was on a mission. Just as things were looking up, disaster struck. At 15, Cristiano was diagnosed with a racing heart condition. The doctors told him he might never be able to play professional football again. His world came crashing down. The dream he had sacrificed everything for was about to be snatched away. It required heart surgery, a risky procedure for anyone, let alone a young athlete whose entire future depended on his physical health. Yet, with the same courage he showed on the pitch, he underwent the operation. Incredibly, just days after laser surgery on his heart, he was back in training. This wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement. It proved that nothing, not even a life-threatening condition, could stand between him and his destiny. His talent was undeniable, and it wasn't long before the world took notice. A pre-season friendly against Manchester United in 2003 changed everything. A young, fearless Ronaldo tore United's defense apart. The legendary manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, was so impressed that he refused to leave Portugal without signing him. At 18, Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at Manchester United, inheriting the iconic number 7 shirt previously worn by legends like George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. The pressure was immense. In his early years, he was criticized for being a show-off for his stepovers and flashy tricks. But behind the scenes, he was obsessed with self-shea. He was the first to arrive at training and the last to leave. He'd practice his freak kicks for hours, strap weights to his ankles to improve his speed, and completely transform his physique through a relentless gym routine. He wasn't just born with talent. He chiseled himself into a complete athlete. His hard work paid off spectacularly. He led Manchester United to 3 consecutive Premier League titles and the coveted Champions League trophy in 2008, scoring in the final day. That same year, he won his first Ballon d'Or, officially becoming the best player in the world. He had reached the summit. But for Cristiano, one summit is just the starting point for climbing the next. In 2009, he made a world record transfer to Real Madrid. If the pressure at United was high, at Madrid, it was astronomical. He arrived as the most expensive player in history, tasked with leading one of the world's biggest clubs back to glory. And he delivered, in a way no one could have imagined, Real Madrid. He evolved from a flashy winger into a ruthless goal-scoring machine. The numbers are simply staggering. He became the club's all-time top scorer in just 9 seasons, scoring an unbelievable 450 goals in 438 games. He won 4 more Champions League titles, including an unprecedented 3 in a row, and 4 more Ballon d'Or awards. His legendary rivalry with Lionel Messi defined an era of football, pushing both players to unimaginable heights. But Cristiano's story isn't just about club success. His ultimate dream was to win a major trophy with his beloved Portugal. For years, it seemed like a dream that would never come true. Portugal was always the underdog, falling short at the final hurdle. The most painful moment came in 2004, when a 19-year-old Ronaldo was left in tears on the pitch after losing the European Championship final on home soil. But he never gave up on his country. He carried the team on his back for over a decade. Then came Euro 2016. In the final against France, disaster struck again. Ronaldo was forced off with a knee injury in the first half. His final was over. We all remember the images of him in tears on the stretcher. But he didn't disappear into the dressing room. He limped back to the touchline, his knee heavily strapped, and became an unofficial coach, roaring instructions, encouraging his teammates, and kicking every ball with them. A moment of pure fairy tale. Portugal scored a late winner. The captain, who had given everything for his country, who had faced so much heartbreak, finally lifted the trophy. It was a testament to his leadership and his unshakable love for Portugal. Even into his late 30s, an age when most players have long since retired, Cristiano continues to defy logic. He moved to Juventus in Italy and conquered another league, then returned to Manchester United. Now continues to break scoring records in Saudi Arabia. His discipline is legendary. His strict diet, his ice baths, his sleep schedule. It's all part of a calculated plan to prolong his career and perform at the highest level. He's not just playing football, he's fighting against time itself. So, what is the untold story of Cristiano Ronaldo? It's not just about the goals or the trophies. It's the story of a boy who left home at 12. It's the story of a teenager who overcame heart surgery. Deterred. It's the story of an athlete who turned criticism into fuel, an obsession into art. It's a story of resilience, of getting knocked down time and time again, but always getting back up, stronger than before. He taught us that talent is not enough. It's the work you put in when no one is watching that defines you. It's about having a dream and chasing it with every single fiber of your being, no matter the obstacles. His journey is a powerful reminder that with an unbreakable will, you can turn a humble beginning into a legacy that inspires millions. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let us know in the comments what part of Ronaldo's journey inspires you the most. See you in the next one.